Hi everyone, welcome to LL Energy. I call upon my angels, guides and ancestors, the universe, God, source energy to come into this reading, give us clear-cut messages and guidance. Please watch over everyone and protect them on their paths. Namaste. So I am going to do a pick a card reading today, and I'll name the reading 1, 2 and 3. So each reading will be connected to a chakra, and I'll show you the chakra card before the reading. I have a few messages that came up in meditation, so these are just general messages for all groups, and take what resonates, whatever doesn't, leave. And yeah, let's get started. So I have the messages were, I have the colours yellow and orange. Those are 2 colours that came up. I have all the chakras in terms of balancing or clearing. I have the spirit animal elephant, the numbers 11, 3, 4 and 9. And so the words I have, or little sentences I have, if somebody was or is connected to a family that was religious and they know that they're a tarot reader or some sort of spiritual reader or messenger in some way, if you're like battling between what you should do for yourself and your family, just stay true to yourself and listen to your heart. That's the only somewhat advice I could give. Love is coming. You deserve love. This is for everyone. Overthinking too much. Forget the past. Forgiving the past. Lessons. Blessings. Bless you. Intense energy. Blues music. And also there's a focus, which is, I'm just going to say a disclaimer because it is a sensitive subject, but there is a focus on someone's mental health as well. So maybe seeking advice for a counsellor, doctor, or a mentor, whatever suits you best. Okay, so those are the messages I have for you. Specifically in regards to the root chakra and crown and solar plexus chakras, they were quite evident compared to every other chakra. But I would just say aligning all the chakras is necessary with meditation or yoga or however you choose to do that. Okay, so first card I have is forgiveness, and it's number 23, which is a 5, and it says letting go, healing, growth and compassion. So if you choose group 1, that is the card and it's connected to the heart chakra. If you choose group 2, it's number 10, and it's enjoyment, beauty, sensuality, indulgence, pleasure. And this should be connected to the sacral chakra, if I'm correct. And then we have group 3. And so if you choose group 3, this is number 41. So it's a 5 again. And it's, I did say intuition, trust, insight, awareness, and guidance. And it will be the crown chakra. Yeah, I'm sure that's a crown. Okay, so I'll get into the individual readings now. Group 1, this is your reading. And again, it's forgiveness and connected to the heart chakra. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle and cut the cards. Oh, okay. There's one card fallen out already. We'll take it. So it's 9 of Wands. Oh. Okay, maybe I shouldn't shuffle these in reverse today because I'm getting the feeling it should be an upright. So basically meaning that it shouldn't have reversals and upright cards. I'll just shuffle them normally with just upright cards. So this is the Empress card. So make sure that they are all in the upright. Oh gosh. Yes. Gosh, today I'm not doing the shuffling. One more. So these cards don't even want to be shuffled today. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go with these 3 cards. Bottom of the deck, I've got the Justice card. So there may be justice that you're going to receive in a situation. This can also be about balancing your chakras as well, which we've already spoken about, I think, with the general messages. There could be some contracts and legalities happening. If you are going through a divorce possibly, or separation, and there's like assets being drawn up or something like that, it may be fair and just in that situation or go more in your favor. Yeah, there's just a need to remain balanced. You could also decide to travel following some finances coming in possibly as well. There may also be forgiveness that you need to find in a past situation. Because I've got at the bottom of the deck here, I'm just going to show you these cards first. So I've got the Justice card, and then I've got the 6 of Cups. So it could be to do with somebody in the past, could be a past soulmate. There's a need to go within about that situation. There may be like a once you go within about that situation, if it's related to a relationship, and possibly especially if it's been like a difficult time or a difficult separation, there may be a need to go within about the person that you are having issues with or possibly having issues with, and needing to forgive them and release something that's related to the past. Could also be somebody that you considered a soulmate, and maybe that situation hasn't worked out the way you planned. This person could be a Virgo or Libra as well. Doesn't have to be, but could be. Okay, so the cards that I've got for you are the Nine of Wands, the Empress, which is a major arcana card, and the Magician, which is also a major arcana card. So it may be something that you're trying to release or trying to let go. It could be after a very stressful time, and there could be something that is actually hidden still in this situation. If it's a love situation, there may be something that you just need to release and let go of. And once you do that, you move forward in quite a powerful way. It's like stepping into your own power and understanding that things happen for a reason, and you gain wisdom and clarity as you move forward. The Empress card can also represent real abundance coming towards you after this situation is resolved. If it's in relation to a infidelity, or you felt like you've been done wrong in some way, there will be justice in the situation. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's justice in a law or official manner. It could be justice karmically. It could be a karmic return of justice in your favor after maybe being in a situation for years, or just behaving in a way that is to the best of your ability. And if that didn't work out in your favor, and you had some feelings about that, that's quite natural. But there's a form of healing that will take place, and that needs to take place before an end of a cycle happens. But the future does look bright for you moving forward. There's also a need to focus on your own talents, because these two cards together as well, being two major arcana cards, there's things that are going to take place that are out of your control. It's in the universe, God's control. And basically, by behaving in a certain way or not being able to release something from the past, possibly, or in the current moment, this could affect the abundance that you have, because this year is a very karmic year anyway. There's a lot of things playing out in terms of astrology and planets and energy at the moment. A really, really big emphasis on just maintaining your peace, but also being able to not react straight away, because that reaction can also be like a knock-on effect to whatever happens moving forward. Being wary of how you treat people, how you allow people to treat you, but ultimately just you're the only one that's responsible for how you behave, basically. No one else is responsible for that. And also being able to back away from a situation if it's not good for you. In any scenario, this could be work or family or friends or relationships. But there is a need to definitely maybe consider starting something new for yourself. This could be a new beginning that you're embarking upon. If you are expecting a child as well, there may be concerns around finances, or if someone was kind of left or felt like they were left by a partner, or rejected in some way, or they decided to raise their child alone that's coming into the world. They could already be here, but if that is the case, there might be a business that you choose to embark upon, and that business would more than likely be lucrative. But you have all the tools within to basically be the best mother you could be. And this is also just for people who already have children as well. So, and it doesn't necessarily have to be gender specific. It can also be fathers who are on their own raising children. There may be a really big new idea that you get, and it will be important for you to use that idea to the best of your ability, and to make sure that you make use of the energy at certain points, because it's almost like certain things may be aligned for you to do something at a certain period of time. Could be in the month of September. Sometimes that's a time where it's good to start something new. It's like a new academic year. Someone could also be going back to studying. But if you're worried in general, this is not specific to parents, but if you're worried in general about moving forward or studying again, or how you're going to juggle everything, you will be guided spiritually, and things will work out for you when you kind of least expect it. You may decide like, oh, I'm going to give up on something, and then you realize that there's a blessing just out of nowhere, basically. Also, somebody definitely has a gift, but they may be worried about how their mother is going to view them if they use that gift, especially if your mother or parent, could be your father as well, but if your mother is more religious based than spiritual. Yeah, I'm going to clarify these cards as well, but there is definitely some abundance coming towards you. Significantly, it could be in this season, because I think Jupiter is moving into Taurus, and the Empress can also relate to Taurus as well. That's their energy. Libra might be another season which is significant as well because of the bottom of the deck. So there could be something that's wrapped up in Libra season as well. And like an ending that takes place, especially because we've got a 9 here. So yeah, you could feel like you're a bit burdened leading up to September, and then things shift and change, but also you may have a few blessings in that time that you don't expect. Also, you may want to look up certain spirit animals on this card. I think there's a cheetah, there's a rat, a white rat, a deer, a rabbit, a goose, a swan, and dolphins, jellyfish, starfish. Is there anything else? Is that oh gosh, I'm not sure what that bird is, but butterflies as well. Is that a maybe a rooster? I'm not sure. Or a peacock? I'm not sure, but there's animals, if you can see them on that card. However you can make it out, because I might be wrong with some of them. You may want to look up those animals just as spirit animals, possibly. Or it could just be signs and synchronicities, basically. But yes, this Jupiter moving into Taurus may also bring blessings. Maybe looking into your birth chart and at your Taurus placements, your Aries placements, because that's another big player in the sky at the moment. Your Libra placements, and think that was it, yeah. So Libra, Taurus, and Aries, definitely. There is a big effect on this. It could also be to do with the Pisces moon. Is it Pisces moon? I don't know if there's Pisces. No, maybe not Pisces moon, but there might be a next Pisces moon that's significant. But it could also be in relation to this love Venus energy, I think, which has moved into Pisces. So that could also be affecting you, but also allowing you to forgive things that you may not have previously or in the past. The past tense things that are coming up as well, that is for you to heal. So if you find yourself thinking about really old relationships, things that you didn't think you would think about, that's the reason why. Okay, so I'm just going to clarify. Let's clarify this 9 of Wands. I'll keep these in the upright as well. Something could be hidden from you that you are not aware of, which I think I've already said actually. And there may be a new opportunity coming towards you, which is more creative than practical. If you do get, as I said, a creative idea, definitely embark upon it. It may be the time for you to do that. If somebody makes you feel like they have options, they may not all be great options. They may just be trying to get a reaction out of you. There could be a wish fulfillment coming in as well. If you feel like people have been affecting your energy, you may be cutting off to that energy and releasing any burdens that you felt. Specifically a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, or it could be any other sign, but those are the signs that you could be dealing with. But this is a card of, it's like a fair and just card, but cutting off from things that may have been done to you in the past, or just the Queen of Swords, she's somebody who has quite a lot of wisdom. There's things that you may have gone through and gained clarity and knowledge on, but take it as wisdom and not as bitterness, because this queen can also be very bitter at times, but mainly in the reverse. In the upright, she's fair and just and can still be sharp with the words, but generally she's telling the truth and she delivers the truth. Communication is kind of their thing, so they it will be a mental pattern or something that you can probably release now, and feel, if you were feeling burdened by something, you can now release that and let go. You may have decided to also just not take any rubbish from anybody. As abundance comes in for you, you can also meet a soulmate. This can also be a twin flame connection that you meet. So maybe letting go of the past brings in everything that you want. Because here, these are two twin flame cards. So if it's not like a kindred spirit or intense connection, it could be a twin flame connection. You may not see this coming either. Could also be purchasing a new home, or expecting a child with your partner and purchasing a new home and letting go of any baggage that you've dealt with past tense. There could also be a King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo that you were dealing with, possibly dealing with in the past. You may not be able to trust this person. This person, if they're from your past, doesn't have to specifically be that sign, but that's a sign that stuck out to me, or signs. If this person returns, their intentions are not pure, and they may be trying to because sometimes people are sent to hold us back before we move into the next cycle. And it's like energy gets a sixth sense of when you're about to move forward and kind of achieve or get everything that you want. There's definitely a need to have balance as well in a situation. But you're going to get your balance back. You're going to understand why certain things had to end, why forgiveness had to happen. The Lovers is also a twin flame card. But I also relate it to balance. And a Major Arcana card, sorry. That's what I actually meant to say. I don't think you're going to see this twin flame connection coming at anyone that is going to experience that. If you're already in that sort of connection, then this may have been the time you were meant to meet. Also, a twin flame could be returning from the past if you haven't seen this person or been around this person for quite some time. This can also be about you getting a new home, receiving your abundance. You could also be getting an inheritance of some kind and deciding to move forward with your life. You kind of end up having everything that you need once you let go of the past. And definitely in regards to a spiritual gift that is screaming, literally. Somebody could be like a witch as well, like a white witch, or yeah, they could be a white witch, but not necessarily know. They could find this out. Gemini season might be key for you as well. You could also meet a Gemini. If you are a fire sign, specifically Sagittarius, you could meet a Gemini who, generally Geminis are opposite to Sagittarius, but they're going to teach you a lot of things. You could also go into some form of partnership if it is in business or study. That could be quite lucrative for you. It could also be a spiritual based business that you both go into together. This may come after you've bought a home and after you've received some finances. But really ending on the Queen of Wands, because this is the last card. This is a strong position to be in. So I feel like after you go through this forgiveness period and this cycle ends, you have a strong position that you move into. And it's because you've looked at things and tried to let go, but you also grown from the past experiences, and you're not coming from a place of bitterness. You're coming from a place of fairness, compassion, respect, love, and if it's a case where you've been in a twin flame connection for quite some time, it's almost like you understand why the connection had to happen this way now. So yes, those are the messages that I have for you. And I will now pull one other oracle card, and then we'll move on to group 2. Let's pull some love cards briefly. Okay, at the bottom of the deck I saw this could be the one. So we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay. Just get these cards. Struggling here. The land between. I don't think I've ever pulled this card. Number 4. Well, 40, but 4. Okay, so I'll just get the book for that, and then the one for your chakra card as well. Okay, so we've got number 40. So it says, key concepts, the land between, being between worlds, learning to be okay while at the threshold of what was and what will be, a time of waiting and evolving, grey areas, something essential yet still in development and metamorphosis. You are in the process of change. You know that you were called to it and can no longer be who you were, but you aren't sure what the next experience of your life will be. You are in between what was and what could be, in a pupal stage, like during the metamorphosis of a caterpillar into a butterfly. However, you can't skip the messy parts. You have to endure the unknown and uncomfortable as you reinvent yourself. The thing is, you're not quite there yet. You have one foot in the past, even if you're ready to shed that version of yourself and become something new. You must start redefining who you are in the context of your question. What do you believe is possible when you get to the next place? Can you explore this stage of your evolution to get to know yourself better? The process in between worlds is where things get really interesting. You learn how to manage your fear, how to stay present in the now, how to see in the dark. You absorb the lessons offered to you with grace because you can't go any faster. This is a real test of emotional fortitude, patience, trust, and humility. Fortitude, I should have said. Once you have made this no man's land your home, it will be part of you. Then whatever was set in motion comes to life. This is what you have been waiting for. When you look back, you will grow to love the place in between, for that is where you were reborn. Okay, so that is the land between. It's a really lovely card, actually. And now we'll read forgiveness. So forgiveness, number 23. Oh, actually, I'll do a couple of purpose cards as well. Yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching and exercising. Family. Loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. Okay. 23, forgiveness. Letting go, healing, growth, compassion. Let go of unresolved grief and blame towards yourself and others. The path of freedom awaits. Card message. It is time to let go of unresolved grief and blame towards yourself and others. When we cling to pain and grievance, we create blockages in our heart that dampen our energy and experience. Even if we believe we are justified in holding back forgiveness, in the end, we are the ones who suffer the most. Like a fragile wound freshly cleaned, when we release old anger and resentment, we may at first feel raw and vulnerable. It is here in our vulnerability that we are wide open and sensitive enough to truly allow healing to begin. In this letting go, there is a strength and lightness of being that has the power to transform. This card is an invitation to allow the energy of forgiveness to move through you, for you have not had the chance to fully express your grief or anger. You may wish to write down your feelings, cry, or even yell if you need to. Express what comes up for you and then be willing to let go. Whatever it is, it does not need to define who you are, nor does it deserve to burden your heart any longer. Look at what you have learned and how you have grown from your experience. See the situation, yourself and others with compassion and empathy. Recognize that we are all human and that mistakes actually lead to our growth and better understanding of each other. Look for the positive. Forgiveness does not mean that you agree with whatever has occurred. It just means that you choose to accept things as they are and realize that they are now in the past. Be grateful for the new understanding and perspective you have on things. Trust and allow all of life's imperfections, including your own, to be released into the breeze, where they may spiral their way lightly back to the earth. Set yourself free through forgiveness. So that was your reading, group 1. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'm moving on to group 2. Hi, group 2. So your card is pleasure, and I'm going to start your reading now. So I'll just shuffle and cut the cards. So it's pleasure, enjoyment, beauty, sensuality, and indulgence. I'm going to shuffle the cards in the upright because I just feel like I was guided to do that today. And cards were popping out in the first reading. And shuffling is still very bad. Gosh. Okay, one more time, and then lay the cards down. Oh, bottom of the deck I've got the Justice card. This was also in group 2. Group 1, sorry. This is group 2. Okay. So group 2, you may have been trying to restore your balance in some way. There may be some legalities or a new job offer coming in or something taking place that may work out in your favor. Also, there is definitely a need to balance, recalibrate yourself as well in terms of your chakras. It's really going to help you moving forward. You could also meet a Sagittarius who may be key to money, finances, or you making money of some kind. Okay, so the first card I've got for you is the 9 of Wands. The second card I have is the 4 of Coins. And then I have the 6 of Coins. So there may be some burdens that you're trying to release, things that you're trying to let go of. You may have had a lot going on and you may need some time to rest. You may need some time to travel, indulge a little bit. You may have been holding on to finances or holding back from spending too much or saving a lot. But, and this is going to bode well for you. Like it is something that I don't feel that you're doing it excessively, but it is something that's going to help for the future. But the 6 of Pentacles shows me that you still need to balance something in your life. Like you need maybe to... So we should try to, if we can, have areas of our lives in balance as much as possible. It doesn't always happen. It's not always something we can do. But for example, your enjoyment, your work life, if you're studying, your study life, if you have children, your children. So something in your life may be that you're giving too much to one area and the other areas are not getting as much. And also pleasure for yourself, enjoyment for yourself, looking after yourself. Indulgence is okay, just not excessively. Just not to overindulge. And the beauty aspects, maybe taking care of yourself more, going to maybe plan a spa day or a massage once a month, or something that you can routinely do, because this could be about withholding and not allowing yourself enough time to kind of chill out, relax, play your favorite game, read your favorite book, watch a movie, whatever it is that you do, go to a theme park, tapping into your inner child a bit as well. It could also be in relation to that. I'm sorry if you can hear my neighbour's dog barking. He doesn't routinely bark, to be honest, unless somebody comes to the door. I don't know. Okay, yeah, so that's what I can see so far. You may be holding on to finances and saving. It is going to pay off for you in some ways. If you've been saving or paying off debts, or paying off something, or just trying to remain really grounded with your finances and stuff, it is going to pay off. But just try not to be, what they say, like too hard on yourself, I guess. It looks like there will be a blessing coming in for you in regards to finances, but that's when you find more balance. This could also be connection with your spiritual balance as well, needing to spiritually balance yourself too. So the chakra meditations and stuff, or doing something like Pilates or yoga, or a theme that's been coming up in a lot of personal readings that I've done is spiritual dance. That's like been a big thing this week, so that may help if somebody wants to do something like that, because the sensuality in the card, the pleasure card as well, can also be about dancing, eating good food. It could be belly dancing, something like that. It could be a number of things, but anything that kind of makes you feel sensual. Also as well, if you have been holding back physically in regards to your romantic life, or you've been like celibate or anything like that, you could meet someone new, and that person could bring you great pleasure, put it that way. Oh, okay. I'm being guided to use the same cards to clarify, so I just picked them up. So like I said, there is a blessing coming in for you. So this is a star card. You had no major arcana cards. This is the first one. Apart from the bottom of the deck, which had the Justice card. If you've been overthinking things, or you've been through a difficult time mentally, this is coming to an end. That was just at the bottom of the deck. Also, to pay attention to your guides and messages that you may be receiving. You could receive messages through dreams as well. The Star card is one of the best cards in the deck. So when I see this card, this is always like reassuring that you're on the right path and that things are happening for you and not to you. Okay. You could have some messages coming in from somebody. You could also, like I said, with the meeting someone new, you could meet a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius individual, or someone that has this in their chart. Okay, and then I've got the Ten of Wands over the Six of Pentacles. So there could also be a boss or someone. You could also meet a, sorry, that's a side note. This is a side note. I'm gonna go back to the boss comment. You could meet a King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, especially with this whole transit taking place in Pisces going in, or Venus going into Pisces. In astrology wise, I'm not an astrologer, but I just have a really big interest. I'm still learning. And going back to, you could have a boss who is tight with time, or you may feel like the boss is a bit sneaky in some ways. This could also be about you knowing that you deserve a raise. But being unsure that you're going to get it in this role. This could also be you holding back from a family member as well. So if you have a family member who's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this could be that you're holding back from them, maybe because you're trying to be in a state of peace and you feel like these individuals, if there's more than one, or family members, can disturb your peace, and or maybe you've been doing too much things practically that relates to family and this is making you feel overburdened. Because the 10 of Wands is about feeling bogged down. But the fact that you've got the 9 of Wands here in the beginning and you're ending on the 10 of Wands means that this will soon be over. And at the bottom of the deck that I saw before, there seems to be a lot of money coming towards you. So if there was a tight period that you've been through, there is a blessing coming in. You probably won't see it come in, but it comes after you regain and find your own balance within. And there is a need for you to focus on your religious beliefs or spirituality and still believe, even if you have had really tough experiences or tough times going on. For females, not specifically only females, but I'm feeling like females in this current moment, you may have a water sign, a Capricorn, earth sign, and a King of Swords. So the only king that's not here is fire. So you could have 3 different options when it comes to males, and they may all bring something different to the table. So you feel possibly that you like something about each of them, but then you in turn possibly don't like something about them as well. So for example, for the water sign, it could be that you like that they're emotionally available, because they're in the upright. This shows that the king is emotionally available. So you could feel that this person's emotionally available and you like that fact, but you're not sure whether you want someone that you consider maybe more logical or more practical. So I think they all bring something different to the table, but actually they're probably here to teach you something individually each. The other scenario I'm seeing is that it could also be you're torn between a King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and you're not sure which one to choose. And for me, seeing the devil here in the middle could mean that you're dating both of them. This is not specific to women now, but it could mean that you're dating both of them, or both these individuals, and there's a chance that you may get caught or you may be held accountable if you continue to do this and not make a decision. And also, if you've not been honest with these 2 individuals, there will be a point where you are found out. There's a lesson in this situation, And it definitely could be to do with your mindset, maybe about commitment or marriage or stability. So that was just a side note. So I'm going to clarify this 10 of Wands and the Knight of Swords again, just to see if I can see anything else. So it kind of makes sense with the overindulgence. So if it's in relation to people, just being aware that this year is a very karmic year, whether it would be seen as positive or not so positive. Yeah, there's a truth and clarity that's going to come to light. And if you've been feeling overburdened, especially if you've been in a situation where you're dating multiple people or more than one person, you may be trying to refrain from telling the truth, because actually this sword is not in the upright. If it was in the reverse, it would be coming to light now, but it may be hidden right now, but there is going to be truth coming out. This can also be vice versa. So if it's not you, somebody else that you're dealing with could be indulging. As I said, you could meet did I say fire sign at the beginning of this read? Or Sagittarius, maybe. You could meet a Sagittarius who helps in business and it becomes very lucrative. I apologize, group 2. I really needed to cough really badly. And sorry, I don't have a cold. I literally felt like a sense of sickness. Someone may need to speak up and tell the truth if something is overburdening them, and definitely need to possibly work on their throat chakra. Sorry, this happened to me in a personal reading yesterday as well. And I'm not sick. If someone is sick as well, may need to see a doctor. Sorry. So that's the messages that I have for you. I just wanted to clarify this Knight of Swords as well. Sorry, I got very distracted because that cough was really intense. Okay, if somebody has a spiritual gift, they may be thinking about how to use this spiritual gift. And sorry, you will learn and you will be guided on how to use it, especially strengthening your third eye will help you. You may need to look up the symbols or signs surrounding a pomegranate as well. And ask your grandparents or somebody about history, or your family history, your lineage, those sorts of things. Could be parents as well. Okay, so over the Knight of Swords, I've got the Queen of Cups. So there could be a message coming in from a Knight of Swords to a Queen of Cups, or this could be the energy you're taking on. You could feel very emotionally open right now as well, specifically if you're a Pisces. You could be also open to meeting new people and expressing yourself to those people, enjoying yourself, and kind of basking in pleasure. Like, I think people will be attracted to you because they'll see something about your light that they like. excuse me. This could also be after a time of trying to find balance, that when you're blessed with these gifts, especially if it's financial and emotionally, you kind of step into your power and you become emotionally available. If you haven't been in the past tense, or if you haven't had time to kind of indulge in pleasure, you may start indulging a fair amount and then dating as well. But when you are dating, just trying to find it in yourself to be truthful about your intentions. If you're not looking for anything serious, express that. If you're not looking for if you are looking for a commitment, you don't have to say that straight away, but you can say that you can let the person know that you are serious without being forceful in any way, basically, or without displaying any signs of attachment. And this doesn't say to me that you would have attachment issues, but if there's something that you needed to work on, that would be seen to people that you will meet moving forward. Your energy and flow is going to draw people to you, and you're not going to necessarily know why, but it's also connected to your spirituality. If you have a spiritual gift, you may be trying to use that to your advantage in the future, especially if you're aware of it only recently. Just be careful not to use any spiritual gifts in a way that is controlling to anyone else's free will. You could also meet a King of Coins, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I think I mentioned Capricorn, but Taurus or Virgo as well. There's someone, a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, that may return from the past, but their intentions are not pure, or they still have people hidden that they talk to. They may talk to more than one person. Let's just see. Also as well, somebody else that you may be dealing with could have a wife or a mistress, or you equally could be that person as well, and you could be married, or they could be married, or both. Yeah, if you are seeing somebody that you think may be seeing somebody else, or if you're that person that is seeing two people and they don't know about each other, one of them is going to find out the truth more than likely. And these two different people are aware. One's got a very strong intuition and one is gifted. These might be people that are spiritual that you date, as in it's like a spiritual community, or you're all interconnected in some way. But one of them, they've got a very strong third eye or crown chakra, because I think earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, might be Capricorn, rules the crown chakra. So this could be male or female, it's not gender specific. One of them has a very strong connection to source, God energy, universal energies. That's the Queen of Coins here. And one of them has a very strong intuition. So either or, if it's vice versa, this may be becoming burdensome to the person who's in the middle, who may be dating two people. And you may get a vision about this coming to light, or an awareness about this coming to light. I would say to take the advice and maybe be truthful about the situation. Especially for this Queen of Coins, or it could be a King of Coins. They have a very special gift. Put it that way. They have a very special gift. They may not be 100% aware of the gift that they have, but they do have a very special gift. This person has a strong intuition, but this gift is like they could see things that you may not be aware of. And ultimately, if you don't own up or say how you really feel, you could end up remaining single or going back to being single and being heartbroken in some way. And this could be vice versa, as I said, so it doesn't have to be, it could be male or female. You will still be fine when you are single, but there'll be things that you may need to heal, and it may have something to do with you overindulging in pleasures. For those who are not indulging enough, it's about finding a balance with life. And if you do have people come towards you that want to date you, being able to just choose or be honest and straight up about your feelings and emotions in terms of where you're at. But there is a healing that may just need to take place. If this is another scenario where you find out that you're in this situation, you'll be fine by yourself. You may suffer in silence or have the pain from this experience, but it was also a lesson to show you about a form of enjoyment that you may have not been having prior, but it will strengthen your gift, make you smarter in the long run to not go into this cycle again. And you'll be more cautious with your heart, and also with who you let deplete your cup. So, for example, focusing on filling up your own cup, what you pour into yourself, you'll receive back. But if you're pouring into others more than yourself, then you'll be always remaining empty or on empty. So those are the messages that I have for group 2. I don't know why I was going to say 3. For group 2, I am just going to do your oracle cards, and then I will move on to group 3. Let's get Broken Open is this card that I pulled. The cards that I'm pulling from this deck I've never pulled before. That's 28. So it's also a 10. There's definitely some cycles coming to an end here. Breath work may be really significant to somebody. Oh, okay. We'll take all of them, I guess. These are purpose cards. So it says body work. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. Music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. Writing. You heal and inspire, teach and entertain with the words that you write. Let go. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. Healer. You have a spiritual gift. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. We'll put a couple of love cards as well. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so $28. So broken open. Key concepts are the gift of grief being shattered as a result of loss, the potential inherent in failure. There are situations in life when you see the value of loss, grief, and a broken heart. Yet it's not the pain or loss itself that must be the focus of your attention here. No, not even the story of what happened, the details surrounding what has brought you to your knees is as important as the result from the experience. Can you see that this situation has broken you wide open, enabling you to have an even greater capacity for love, compassion, empathy, and understanding? You cannot be the same person as before. The only way forward is to move through it, without resistance or manipulation, without attempting to bargain with unforeseen forces, because none of your usual fallbacks can put you back together again. If you fall prey to self-absorption, or self-pity, it will just make it harder to get to the next gradual phase leading to relief. Yet even if you are prolonging the inevitable, you will get there eventually. The gift is in accepting who you've become as a consequence of integrating this difficult experience and allowing yourself to be more than you were. This wisdom comes at a high price, but the value of your experience of moving through and to the other side is unsurpassed. Love the you that is the result of being broken open by life's challenges and lessons. So this could also be, apologize for the reading. This could also be in relation to awakening of some kind. So it could be a bad situation helping to help somebody change their ways moving forward. which ultimately is going to help them help to change others' paths moving forward in the future, because I'm guessing that they would be of service after this. And you can see here the connection and the light from within somebody. This is why you may be attractive to others at a specific time, but you also need to protect yourself, because it could be a serious period of needing to heal and needing to protect yourself from others' energies. So the last card, which was the pick card, is pleasure. So it says, enjoyment, beauty, sensuality, indulgence. By engaging your senses in simple pleasure, you connect with the very essence of life. Card message. Amidst the rapid pace and daily demands of life, taking time to indulge in pure pleasure is rarely included on our to-do list. Or is it the first to be removed once we get busy? When was the last time you did something just because it made you feel good? Now is the time to allow your senses to genuinely engage with more of the simple and profound pleasures of life. Prepare a special meal, savor each of the flavors and textures. Immerse yourself in the sounds of the natural world. Watch children or animals at play and join them. Pamper yourself or cuddle a loved one. Take the time to walk along the beach or through the trees. If you feel guilty, enjoying pleasure for yourself, take a breath and sense where this feeling stems from. Remind yourself, life is meant to be enjoyed. If we never allow pleasure, we can become numb and forget how to feel. We become snappy like a crocodile lashing out from this unfulfilled space within. If we overindulge, always looking outside of ourselves for something to feed our sensual desires, in time our surface pleasures lose their appeal, or can even become unhealthy addictions. Sensations are most pleasurable in balance. By allowing yourself to engage your senses in things that you find pleasurable, you connect with the very essence of life. Joy and pleasure are fundamental ingredients of the nurtured and fulfilling existence. If we are open, we can discover simple pleasures in all moments of life. Every person deserves pleasure in their life. Give yourself full permission and, in truth, an ultimatum to include the experience of pleasure into your world, or in your world. So that is the reading for group 2. Sending you lots of love and light. I am moving on to group 3. Welcome, group 3. So your card is intuition, trust, insight, awareness, and guidance. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle and cut the cards. I am doing the cards in the upright today because that's what I was guided to do. Not been great at shuffling today either. There could be a brand new opportunity coming towards you, which will be lucrative. Could be a new job offer as well. It will be something tangible. Could also be somebody offering you a present, like a large present. One more shuffle, all right? Maybe no more shuffles. Okay, so group 3. There may be something you want to make a decision about. It could be to do with a job. It could be to do with a relationship. It could be to do with opportunities. The first card I got for you is the 2 of Wands. Then I have the Page of Swords. Then I have the 7 of Coins. So whatever you are feeling in regards to this decision, it could be that you feel like you're at the beginning stages of planning, or if you decided to embark upon an idea like a business or going into business with somebody. You could be also renting a space. That's what I'm hearing. Renting a space for you to start your business or practice. The key thing here is definitely the intuition card screaming at me, because I think by following your intuition, you'll be able to make the right decision. There's something about strengthening your core muscles. So I know yoga strengthens your core muscles. Pilates can also help your core muscles. Strength training in general. Obviously ab workouts. And there may be some things that you can eat as well. And if somebody's trying to lose weight, maybe a specific plan or meal prep thing that you want to follow. But obviously seek advice from either your doctor or personal trainer or somebody that does nutrition plans, basically, is qualified to do that. Bottom of the deck, I've got 4 of Wands and the World card, which is a major arcana. So if you have been going through a difficult time, you can see it's kind of like fire and burning and all sorts of stuff going on down here, and then you can see the light, stepping into the light. So you will be stepping into the light. It's an end of a cycle, maybe of 5 years, 7 years, 10, 3 years, I'm hearing as well. So it could be that. And just as that cycle ends, you will get a brand new opportunity, because the card that I saw at the beginning is relating to opportunity or some form of offer. It could actually be a love offer as well. It could be an engagement ring. It could be a decision between two that you have, that 2 people that are interested in you, and you deciding whether you prefer one or the other. You could feel like one is a kindred spirit, soulmate, twin flame, and the other is a passionate connection that you have, but you're not really sure long term which one would be better, or whether you can have stability with one person. I'm going to clarify these as well. But yes, if you are at the beginning stages of trying to build something up, like a business or a project that you're working on, or you're deciding on more than one project, it's not that you can't do them both. You may be at the beginning stages, but as long as you take the steps that you are guided to take, and also the steps that you know, like, so not trying to miss anything. If you're showing up as a page, this is like the beginning stages, or a young student, or it's like a childlike energy, but it could just be almost like an intern at something. So if you are that, or you're just learning about business management or something like that, try not to miss any steps. It might be slow in building, but you will get the fruits of your labor eventually. It could take you about 7 months to start seeing profits. Excuse me. Coughing has been a running theme today. It could also be something that you're deciding to tell the truth about. I apologize, I had to cut the reading briefly again. This happened in group 2 as well. As soon as I mention about the truth or telling the truth, I start coughing. If someone may need to work on their throat chakra or bring it back into balance, and also if there is a truth that needs to be spoken, maybe wait until maybe after the retrograde season, because communication can be intense right now, especially because it's in Aries. People tend to be just way more fiery, and things can kind of go from 0 to 10 very quickly. So it might be after the retrograde, needing to speak and address something. And as I said, the decision between leaving your role and doing something of your own, consider your options, but also the amount of growth that you've had from your own business or businesses. Could be more than one. Also tapping into your spirituality more. It could be religion as well. You may feel like you're deciding on a decision whether to rest and rejuvenate, maybe to take a break. It probably would be good to take a break. I'm also seeing another scenario. If you're considering your options with a relationship, you may not want to say or put an end into a relationship. And basically, if you don't necessarily speak up about this relationship that you've been building, you could have been building it for 7 years. It could have been a relationship that you've been in for more, 7 years, more than 2 years, 4 years. But if you don't speak up, or you don't say about how you're feeling in the relationship, the universe may come in and shake the situation up, especially if it's not been built on a solid foundation. The Tower comes in usually when there's not a solid foundation of something, and they come in to shake things up. And now the World card at the end. So the 2 major arcanas here that you have, which are out of our control, are the World card, the World card and the Tower. There could also be somebody who wants to take a break in a relationship and the other person may not want to take a break. And then when you do take the break, if something else could happen during that time, and then this ends the relationship altogether. You could also, if you're feeling something in your intuition, trust your awareness, trust your guidance, because you're getting messages about something that you could be ignoring, or you could, if you already know in your intuition something to be true and you're ignoring it because of wanting to stay with somebody or wanting to keep a situation, it could be because creatively maybe you work together, or you have a connection that's spiritual and logical, or you communicate fairly well at times. But for me, this card, the Page of Swords, is like choosing not to communicate. Can also be somebody that you consider is immature, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual possibly, or Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. It could be somebody that you consider as immature or young, too young for you, maybe now that you have realized that you need to move forward. And also, this person or yourself may not want to rebuild, because even though the fruit is up there and these things could change at any time, there's nothing in the basket. There's nothing here. It's like there may be something at the end of this situation, but at the moment you may not be getting along, or there may just not be enough connection to keep this relationship going. If it was good in the past and you've built up in it over years, maybe you both don't feel that way anymore. But I'm definitely getting a sense of, if you feel the need to take a break because you've been overthinking the situation, or if there's somebody else involved in the situation, taking a break seems to shake this person up to the point where they may end the relationship altogether. If this is a job where you end up getting fired, if you had a break or you were suspended in some way, or you have a sales role that you wasn't making enough money for the company, like a type of commission-based role, then you may get told that you're being let go of pretty quickly. And so it's almost like one day you go in, they shake up the foundation and they say, oh, we need to let go of 3 people or 2 people, and you're one of them. Then this ending comes pretty quickly, but the ending is good because it's going to offer you a new beginning that is more emotionally fulfilling, but you may not see that coming right now. Let me clarify this Tower and the Page of Swords. The path of least resistance is what I'm hearing. So you may try to resist some change, but it's actually happening for a reason. So when this Tower comes in, whether it's a case of it's a relationship or a work situation, you're going to get a better opportunity that's more lucrative. You're going to be financially stable. If it's a relationship, you're going to be fine on your own. There's going to be no concerns about you moving forward, and you're going to be looking very, very attractive to others. This is the 9 of Pentacles. This is like a single card. Could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo that you are, or Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo that you're dealing with. You could also meet somebody new, which causes this Tower if you're in a relationship, and they kind of awaken you to a new type of relationship, because the 9 of Pentacles, this type of person could be very stable. The bottom of the deck I've got Knight of Coins as well. So Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. This person could be very stable, could be building a good foundation for themselves. They could be business savvy, dress very well. If it's female or male, take care of their hair, look after themselves, groom themselves well. They could teach you a lot about self-care as well. This person will be very abundant. You will know because they will have a certain energy about them. They may teach you as well to be freer, to use your intuition more, how to tap into your meditation better if you do meditate, and how to still enjoy life but have experiences as well. You may also decide to travel with this person too. Let's just clarify the Page of Swords. This may come after a break or rest, or during a time where you feel like it's a bit chaotic in your life, because you're going through changes and maybe doors being shut, but there is doors that will be opened for you. Yeah, so balance. This is about restoring your balance. There could be definitely people that may be sneaky at work, that talk about you behind your back, possibly. There could also be somebody that you're dealing with that thinks that you don't have necessarily a strong intuition, but you do. You may not be using it to the best of your ability, but this balance that you find after a period of confusion or trying to make decisions, it may be a case where you feel like I'm going to need to rebuild after having a break or a rest from a situation as well. There is going to be some form of healing that comes towards you. You could meet a Sagittarius that is a healer, that helps you to kind of get clearer on your religious factors, religious beliefs. You could meet an angel as well and not know necessarily, but then you feel like they're an angel because you feel like something shifts and changes after that. The shift in, you could also have Reiki or some sort of spiritual healing, and that helps certain cycles in your life come to an end quite quickly, but there's a reason for it. Just be careful of an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Capricorn individual that maybe doesn't have the best intentions towards you. This could also be about taking control of your mind as well and sticking to a decision and not being focused on the fact that you may not know where you're heading, and just trust your guidance. This is a Temperance card over the Page of Swords. Oh gosh. That's not a bad sign. Yeah, this is over the Page of Coins. Or Page of Swords, I should say, not coins. You could meet a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo individual. I think I said that, yes, I have. It might be tumultuous what you're going through at certain points leading up to this Tower. And this could be a big shock or something that comes, especially if it's a job loss or something like that. It might be something that you don't see coming straight away because it happens very quickly. But don't worry, you will be fine. I would also advise you to save if you are thinking or getting a sense of something not being right at work. I'm going to clarify this 7 of coins, I think. Yeah, there's definitely someone who you cannot trust. This is Five of Swords over the 7 of Pentacles. So yeah, there's somebody that you may consider that you don't want to rebuild with, and you probably shouldn't. And as I said, if it's a work situation, there's people that you can't trust there. They don't have your best intentions. If you are going into business with somebody as well, and it could be a Sagittarius, be careful of them not being manipulative and untrustworthy. They may know or be strong in their intuition and know, they may know certain things that you don't yet see. This could also be somebody that you've known for a long time, and you might have decided to do something with them, but they're maybe giving you the impression that they're more advanced or they have more knowledge than they do, and it may not be true. You working by yourself and building your own self up will be lucrative for you. And you more than likely will meet a love soulmate after you go through this change. This is all for you to trust your intuition more. This is what it seems like. Trust in your own guidance, your own intuition. Let me just clarify this World card. Yeah. And once you go through this, another major arcana card here. You will more than likely meet somebody. You may have a family if you haven't had a family yet. You'll meet somebody who is lovely and also very abundant, like I said. Another thing, this could be connected to your abundance moving forward. If you are thinking about leaving a job to have a child, things will work out perfectly fine. Somebody may try to step into the role that you want, because they're jealous in regards to work, but you'll be fine. You may actually create something of your own and not return to that employment after anyway. Or you could get a better job offer after, but rest assured you'll be fine, especially if you are going off on maternity leave and deciding whether you want to stay or go. You'll be absolutely fine. That's one of the best cards to end on. It shows that your abundance comes after. And this is also possibly about knowing your worth in a role or in a relationship and stepping out of your comfort zone. This could be male or female. Stepping out of your comfort zone, trusting in your intuition, trusting in your guidance and moving forward, because you may feel like it's almost like the whole programming, I should say, in some way. You have to be careful what you say on YouTube apparently, but yeah, programming in some way of doing this 9 to 5. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, my belly's growling. Doing this 9 to 5 and keeping this momentum going. But if you're not happy or you're not feeling fulfilled emotionally or spiritually, you end up wanting to do something else or go somewhere else. You could also, if you're working in a harsh environment where it doesn't really bode well with the type of person that you are, or you're quite a sensitive individual, you could feel like you want to change roles because of that. So that is your reading, group 3. I am going to do your cards now, your oracle cards. So let's do a few love cards. Oh gosh, okay, 2's fallen. So we have reconciliation, someone's returning from the past. Possibly someone from your past is returning to your life. Yep. It's entirely up to you if you choose to go back to that person or choose to engage with that. And then calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, visualizations help bring you closer together. So there may be somebody that you're due to meet after this situation. You could also have a decision, this is like another side note, of going back to somebody from the past, and you make the decision to move forward and not return to the situation. But the person coming back could have been also for healing, because the Temperance card being there in the previous read. Okay. Gosh, the cards are just falling out. Oh, this was at the bottom of the deck and then it's come out. So, past life relationship. You have known each other before. You could meet a kindred spirit. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay. Oh gosh, I dropped something on the floor. And let's do some purpose cards. Practice. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. If you're a musician as well, that would probably be key. Books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. Oh, okay, I'll take 2. So crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing. So maybe you need to purchase some crystals if you don't have any. And then exactly what I was talking about. Sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. I don't actually think I've pulled that card before, to be fair. Okay, sorry about that, group 3. I need to pick the card up off the floor, so I thought I'd take this and add it to the read. And also, there was somebody at my door. So, I apologise because I had to briefly pause the reading. So, on the card on the floor was love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So, I'll put that here. And then just got these cards. Oh, we'll take this one. Okay. The Oracle's gift. So it's 10. It says 10, is it? Yes. The Oracle's gift. I think this is the one that's on the beginning of the deck, actually. It's the main page, I think, yeah. Okay, so we'll read that. So it says, key concepts. Second sight, clairvoyance, seeing the future, fate, as a future determined by the choices you make now, seeing the signs around you, recognizing potentials versus absolute determinism. So it says, when we ask for a sign from the universe, we are essentially asking for divine guidance that we believe needs to come from a source outside of us. Can't even get my words out today, I'm sorry. Then it says, this is because we don't always trust our intuition, our ability to read between the lines and see beyond time and space. And so we ask for signs and look for a mystical reassurance that our mundane lives don't seem to offer. However, an oracle simply provides an answer that is already inside us. Oracles show up in a myriad of ways. Sometimes you see a billboard or hear a song or pull an oracle card and you get the exact message you need to support your choices or show you the way forward. Regardless of how the sign appears, an oracle is a reminder that you are part of this vast universe. You are witnessed by the great mystery and loved and cared for. It's a reminder that life is magical. You are magical. Today, trust in your own capacity to know what is right, to tune into source, and also be able to read the signs reflecting what is true and real within you. Let this oracle give you the gift of knowing that you are indeed on the right track. Repeat this mantra. The light within me creates miracles in my life. The magic inside you, outside you, all around you, and within you. Okay, so the last card, that was the Oracle's gift. I'm sure I showed it. Last card is the Intuition card. And it's a number 5, 41 by 5. Okay, so trust, insight, awareness, guidance. Your true power shines as you move within the quiet rhythms of your inner knowing. Card message. Amidst our modern race to beat the clock and conquer challenge with logic and reason, there is a suitable, profound path that has been walked by great masters and indigenous people throughout the ages. It is a path marked not by linear time and rational thought, but by synchronicity and the whispered wisdom of intuition. Intuition is not wishful thinking or idle dreaming. It is a deep inner knowing of our subconscious mind rising up to guide our steps in the world. It is power of meditative connection in action. It is time for you to quiet your mind and look beyond the logic of your normal perceptions. Invite the wisdom of your intuition to move through your thoughts and actions in very real ways. It starts as you journey through simple decisions each day, whether to go left or right on a walk, what time to leave for work, when to call a friend, etc. But you leap into action, practice tuning in to the quiet voice and see what guidance it may offer. Trust it, take action, and see what comes. As you foster this direct communion with your higher self, it will become stronger and easier to decipher from the rest of your life's voices. You will know deep in your being when you are not in flow of high currents, and you will feel it in your bones when you are not. Our intuition may speak more quietly than the screaming demands of our life, but its simple, whispered suggestion is worth 10,000 hours of misaligned effort. Our intuition may offer guidance that does not seem entirely rational at the time, but this is only because its visions is not bound by the confines of our current state of mind and situation. This voice of our higher self is here not to lure us into the clouds, but to guide our very real steps in the world from the higher place of being, from a higher place of being. This card encourages you to practice being present in life rather than floating off into a daydream fantasy world. To best access and make use of your intuition, you need to be alert, present, and grounded in reality. It does not call for a denial of your physical needs or the realities of life, but rather to tune into a more expansive experience of that reality. We all have intuition. Breathe, listen, trust, flow. Let it empower your life. So that is the reading for group 3. Sending you lots of love and light, and I will see you next time. Thank you.